Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is April, and in today's video, we are going to be taking a stroll through my plant collection to check out all of the new growth updates that I have for you. So if that's something that interests you, then just keep watching. Flipping you guys right around, I have my Hoya obovata that I recently potted up in my last video, actually. Quite a few people were asking me how she was doing after her switch to pon, and I think she's doing quite good. The only thing I noticed is it's really hard to gauge when this thing is dry. So I'm really not sure how I'm going to keep up with watering this thing. I'm just gonna have to wait till the leaves get weak. Oh my God, they kind of feel weak now. This is a plant that you guys probably never see, but it's a fiddle leaf fig that I've been reviving, hence the no leaves on the rest of the plant. But she is putting out the most beautiful, healthy leaves that I've seen thus far, and I'm really happy to have her in my collection. Moving right down here, she is just such a freaking beauty, and she actually just put out this new leaf. I think she's crisping a little bit on the edges, well, because she's a calathea, and because I've been holding back on the watering because she's obviously still in soil. I haven't got the chance to take her out of soil. That video will be coming soon though, so keep your eyes peeled. Look at my beautiful monstera. So since I've transferred her, she's put out 2 new leaves. This was the first new leaf she put out, and it's so perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better leaf than this, honestly. Like, are you freaking kidding? It's so smooth. And if you didn't already notice, she has another leaf currently unfurling. That's also pretty perfect as well. Look at all those fenestrations. The monstera that I did not transfer into the bigger pot is right here, and it's currently putting out a new leaf that looks fairly small, and unfortunately it looks like it doesn't have any fenestrations. This is the other window where I keep my golden pothos. Fun fact about this plant is that my mom gave me this plant. It was my first plant ever. That's why it's so small. I didn't even know how to take care of a freaking pothos. But she gave me 2 clippings of this plant, and when it grew roots, I was so excited, and that's what started my plant journey. It just started taking off growth wise. That's why I'm showing you guys it. All of these new growth points. Ooh, look at that. A little baby dewdrop. It's currently in leca, and it's doing so well. I have this bamboo shelf that I keep here. It's just like an area for whatever plant I want to give a little bit more sunlight. So right now I have the Monstera Adansonii wide form cuttings. Look at these. Look at all of those roots. I can't wait to put these in pon and leca and like have these as an actual plant. Oh, they're so gorgeous. We have my Hoya serpens cuttings. They actually do have roots as well. Do you guys want to see? So these are my Hoya serpens cuttings. Oh my God, I just spilled water all over the floor. I'm just gonna pull one out so I can show you guys that this already has roots on it. Guys, look at that root right there. Yep, already has roots. Down here I have this Hoya obovata. This is from my last video as well, when I told you guys some of those cuttings didn't have a home yet. I did put her in pon as well, and she seems to be doing okay. The leaves do look like they have a little bit of discoloration, but hopefully that doesn't affect the plant too bad. I'm gonna go from like top to bottom with the shelf. This is the other Hoya obovata that we also potted up in my last video. She's doing so good. That's her little peduncle right there that some people actually told me this was not a peduncle. I still think it's a peduncle, and I'm just going to keep thinking it's a peduncle in hopes that it blooms. I usually keep her in my room, but I didn't want to be moving room to room for this video, so I moved her in here. My Rhaphidophora tetrasperma that we staked up, she already has grown 2 new leaves since I put her on this pole, which I'm very happy about. And a little mini update on the leca poles. That string is not holding any water. I think I would have to put like a few strings in. I don't even know, honestly. But it still is staking up the plant pretty well, so I'm still happy with it. Another Hoya obovata here that I have potted in pon. It seems to be doing okay, still very juicy and vibrant. This is one I'm really excited about because when I first potted this up, I don't know if you guys have been following me that long, but if you have, when I first potted these string of spades cuttings up, they were just butterfly cuttings, and they have grown into this long mane of string of spades, and I'm so happy. It's so cute, look at it. Right here is my Hoya pubicalis. I can't even, look at this. Like, what is this? What's happening? What is happening here? I don't even know what to do with that. I might have to propagate it because it's a little wonky. Look at how gorgeous this is, guys. Oh my goodness. I can't believe how much she has grown. Like, wow. Guys, look at my Cebu blue pothos. Like, oh, what? This thing is so pretty. I honestly didn't have that much hope for it when I potted it into leca. I had no idea that it was gonna take off like this. I have another one that I'm gonna show you as well, but this one is so beautiful. I love how that vine just like wraps along the bottom like that. It's so pretty. We have that little Adansonii that I had potted into pond in this little garlic cloves jar. He's doing pretty well too. This is the most leaves that he's put out for me in like a year. So I'm very happy with that. My Hoya serpens, I feel like I show this plant so much, so you guys know she's doing well. Look at that baby. Look at her. Look at her. I don't think this plant can do any wrong. Wow. A little close up. So many new growth points. I really hope she blooms for me soon. She is not dying, which is the only thing I ask for with this plant. Like, if you're not dying, I'm happy. I water it maybe once every 2 months and she's been fine in pond. Just like that. My little Hoya obovata that I used to cherish before I got my hanging baskets. She has 2 new baby leaves coming out as well. How freaking adorable. I put her in this cute pot because I just thought it fit her so well. So I asked the plant pages on Facebook what was wrong with my cactus, and I did forget the word for it, but I was told that my cactus is reaching for sunlight. So I do try to put her towards the windowsill in the morning so she receives more sunlight now, but this is a wonky looking cactus. What the heck? I have more. I know this is not framed properly. But anyways, this is more Monstera Adansonii wide form cuttings. I don't know if these have roots yet though. Do they? I think so. A little bit. Oh, that is a little root right there. Looks like a little tooth. Then on this bottom shelf, I do have my Syngonium. They don't always stay there, but they are there for right now. And they look like they're growing quite nicely in leca, I would say. But I'm starting to realize that Syngonium probably need to be staked up because this thing is just running wild and it looks crazy. But nevertheless, both of my Syngonium and leca are doing so well. I love Syngonium. I really think that they're one of the most underrated houseplants in the houseplant community, if I'm being honest. Moving to the middle shelf, we have my Monstera alba. I just took her out of the little pot that she was in. But guys, what is that thing called? A chunk? A node? That big node down there was rotting. And even when I transferred it to pond, it had mold on it. So hold on, let me see if you can see it. Right under the node, I put this piece of plastic thing there in hopes that this node thing doesn't receive any more water on it and get more squishy. But if it does, I'm literally gonna have to chop and prop this plant because I just don't wanna lose my albo to rot. She's so pretty. And she also has another leaf coming out, but it's been there since I got her in December and it's now February, so we'll see. I'm gonna keep an eye on her. And if she keeps rotting, we will be chopping and propping. My Philodendron verrucosum. Guys, I think I might have to cut this plant up because this leaf is still dying. That leaf is a goner as well. Looks like it kind of rotted at the top. So I do want to propagate it, although I have, if you can see that, a new growth point coming. That piece is good, but leaves keep getting stuck under sheets. And I'm just feeling like I want to propagate this plant so I don't lose any more potential leaves. So give me a thumbs up if you want to see me chop and prop this verrucosum. We have my Cebu blue pothos that we also previously staked up in a video. She has also grown 2 new leaves since that video as well. And she's so cute. The pole looks so good. I mean, it's not that efficient. It's doing its purpose, like staking up wise, but like it's supporting her, but the water on the leca pole, I don't think that's working, and I don't think it will unless I spray them. I definitely have not been spraying them, but she's still doing okay. She looks so good. Down here, we do have another Cebu Blue pothos that I potted up. I don't know what it is about Cebu Blue pothos in my care, but wow, they are beautiful. I definitely want more of them. They're so inexpensive too. Then I have some golden pothos that I potted up, probably in a past video as well. Doing so well. Look at all those roots. So many little new leaves coming out. Trying to see if I can get them. I know it's so tiny, but it's so cute. How could you not love this? Down here, we have my fiddle leaf fig. She looks so different from what she used to look like because her leaves have gotten a lot bigger. But this is what she's looking like. So cute. I love this plant so much. She's always putting out new leaves that are super shiny, which I really like. And honestly, none of them have got edema. If you know, you know. Well, if you know what edema is, it's the little red spots that fiddle leaf figs get sometimes. And I swear, every fiddle leaf fig that I've gotten in the past has eventually got that, but this one has not. And I'm very happy about that. Just gonna gloss over those dying propagations. This is my little tiny pilea. It did drop some leaves and I ended up transferring her to pon, but she's surviving. She might not be big, but I love this plant. It looks like a little freaking alien. She has a new little leaf coming out as well. She's cute. I love it. I think we literally potted up this Dieffenbachia centuries ago. She's living. She loses a leaf every so often, but she's still cute. I just keep her because it's nostalgic for me. I have a bunch of these and I really can't wait to pot these up eventually. I'll definitely be filming that, so stay tuned for that as well. This top shelf is where I keep some Dieffenbachia. Here's one that I potted up centuries ago as well. Always doing good. She's so pretty. I love this plant. Probably because it's in this jar though, and this is my favorite candle jar ever. Then I have this gorgeous Dieffenbachia that's always putting out gorgeous new leaves. And honestly, sometimes when I transfer to leca, variegated plants won't have as vibrant as a pattern, but this one's pattern has stayed the same, and I'm so proud. We have this little cute golden pothos that I just hung here. This is honestly a spot where the plant in the pot changes because it's not actually in the pot. So right now I just have some golden pothos that are in leca in here that are doing okay. Not the best, but still cute. Ooh, I have my Scindapsus Trubii Moonlight that just put out this leaf. Look at how shiny and cute it is. Forgot to mention my Heartleaf Philodendron. She's still doing good. Not nearly as good as she did in soil, but she's doing okay. I honestly might end up transferring all of my philodendron to pon, so give me a thumbs up if you want to see that in the near future. My Philodendron Birkin. The past two leaves that she has put out have been a little bit reverted into, I think, a red Congo is what it's called, but I kind of like the way it looks. She's definitely a slow grower, but she's still growing nonetheless. The last plant I wanted to update you guys on is my Calathea Network. She does have 2 new growth points that are coming out. Hopefully they don't get stuck in the glass. That's pretty low. All of these lower leaves are the leaves that have come out since I've transferred her to leca, which honestly I'm very proud of. It's so vibrant. Definitely one of my favorite plants. I know I say that about a lot of plants, but look at the pattern. Look at the material. That does bring me to the end of today's video. Give me a thumbs up if you made it all the way to the end. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until my next video, bye guys.